Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Roy from KittyBit, and today we are going to be looking at the new mining in Fortuna. So, from the entry of Fortuna here, you want to head over to the left. You want to talk to Smokefinger. He's just in here, just across from Legs. So, after you've done a couple story missions, so you can get everything unlocked as far as the shop and the outside, talk to him. You're going to browse wares. To get going, you need the Sunpoint Plasma Drill here. It's 2,500 standing, which honestly might sound like it's a bit high but for the investment, but it really isn't, considering I think the best way to get standing outside of doing bounties, which is what you're going to want to do to buy the drill. But if you don't want to do bounties, one of the best ways that I've seen so far to get your standing is to go with the stones. So trade gems for Solaris standing. As you can see here, Phasmin is worth 50, Noctral is worth 50, Goblite is worth 200, Amarast is worth 500, and Zodian and Thist are worth 1,000 each. I've done very little mining so far outside of just studying for the video, and I've already gotten 5 of those. Generally you get these as rare ones, but they do appear in the red and the blue nodes on their own quite a bit, so they're not as rare as they might end up being in the future, so I'd get them now while you can kind of spam them for standing. Before you head out, you want to always be sure to go to your equipment in your arsenal. Go down to gear, and you want to slot your drill. Make sure that it's on. You won't be able to mine without it. We also check to make sure we are in solo mode. After all, everyone plays the different pace, they want to do different things, so you don't want to hold someone else's game flow up by gathering. Always recommend going solo, that way, unless you have friends who want to gather, but if you're solo, you can gather to your heart's content. You can take your time, do it however you like. So sorry if there's any frame skips. This is the first day of Fortuna, and it's been pretty rough, so let's get into it. You bring your drill up. Now, for those of you who aren't used to, who haven't drilled before in Plains of Eidolon, this is going to be new to you, so I'll explain it for you guys. On the left side of the HUD there, you'll see these those two gems-looking icons. That means there's 2 mining spots near us currently. If you look to the right side, you see that 16M for 16 meters. That means the closest one is that far. Now, I'll be quiet for just a sec so you can hear the sonar. Now you notice as I move it, over here it's slower. It's just like hot and cold. Wherever your reticle is pointing, that is the direction that's picking up the sound. So it's obvious it's going to be over this way, so we're going to move in this direction. As far as the stones are concerned, you won't find them in the ground. They won't be in the bushes or anything like that. They're always going to be on rocky outcrops like this. Stones, boulders. Using our sound, we know that it is... Oh, it's right here. Now these blue circles, you're going to use the drill to increase your quality. If you look at the top of our HUD, you see those 5 stones there that looks like gems? That's the quality of your yield. So when we pull the trigger, you're going to pull the trigger on these dots. It's going to bring up a ring, and you hold down the trigger and the heat will increase. On the right side of the ring, there's going to be a bracket. When it hits that bracket, you want to try to release the trigger as close to the center of the bracket as possible. That way you get the better quality yield. Sometimes you'll see 2 brackets. When you see a second bracket, it's going to be smaller, much smaller than the first bracket you're used to. And it's also going to be very precise where you have to let go. If you can hit those, though, precisely, though, you will get a bonus. Usually it's an extra rare gem. But it's just, you get 2 from 2 types of stones from the same spot. So if you see those, definitely try to hit them and try to get good at hitting them. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. See our bracket on the right? You want to let it off close to the center. You see now we have 1 gold gem up top. We want to get that as close to 5 as possible. See, this one's moving. Went a little overshot on that one. There we go. So we only went halfway on that, but we still got that amount. We've got another spot nearby. Judging by our sonar, it's off in this direction. Seems like I'm standing on it. So we've got one spot here. Usually that means it's a gem. See, we've got a rare spot here. Boom. Hit it, we got a full one. And there's our extra one. We got a gem as well. 4 amethysts. So that's like 800 standing, or that might have been the 500, I'm not sure. So as you can see, we got no more mining spots nearby. So you want to keep your drill out so you know where your spots are. If you pop your archwing, it goes away. K drive, it'll go away. Which is why I'm on Zephyr at the moment. I like her because she can move around nice and fast. You can just kind of jet around. And when you see one of the stones pop up, you just slow your roll a little bit. And you go after it. She just makes mining a little bit faster. See, there we go. We got 2. Alright. So we move our reticle around. Seems like it's over this way. Oh, there we go. We have 2 spots. There we go. Now, what happens if you don't play the minigame and you just hit it and just go? Alright, let's check that out. So we're just going to smash this one. Got 4. So we could have had up to 10 on that one. So when you don't get the quality shots, you're looking at anywhere from 1 to 4 from what I've seen. And if you get the quality, up to 10. So it's definitely worth your time to play the minigame how they want it and go for the better quality stones. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, as you can see, it's a really great way to get standing. We've gotten those really fast without too much effort, and it was probably a couple thousand standing just from those. If you don't have Zephyr, I mean, don't worry about it. You can get around faster. You can always use someone quick like Neza. I mean, really, any of the quick ones. Just use someone that's pretty decent as far as getting around the map. As far as positioning, sometimes they will appear underneath the edges of rocks. Like, you could get a mining thing here, and it could appear, like, you could have your dots appear under here. So if you've hit a couple dots and it's not cracking, you take a step back and look underneath. Sometimes the spots will appear underneath, so they could be a little difficult to find. And you also can find spots on sheer cliffs. Like, I've actually found some on this one. I've found a couple that were like here, or some that have been on like walls here. Like we've got a couple here. Now, if you can find caves, generally you're going to find better spots as far as the caves. There's going to be some good stuff inside the caves, so just keep a lookout. Keep your drill out if you're looking to mine, and just have at it, guys. Hope this helped out. If I missed anything, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. As far as likes and subs on this channel, it's completely up to you guys. What we do ask for around here is that you consider, if it's within your means, consider adopting or rescuing an animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google local animal rescue and adoption. If you can't bring one home due to allergies or maybe living conditions, what have you, there's plenty of ways you can help out. You can always donate your time. You can volunteer at a shelter. You could also donate to charitable organizations. You can also donate things such as food or blankets. So if you've got love to give, there's plenty of ways to give it. Plenty of animals out there who could use it. And speaking of love you guys. Appreciate you watching. And if you're looking for a video on fishing or hunting, I do have those as well. And they should be down in the description. They might be on the screen as well. So guys, take it easy and have fun mining. I'll see you around Fortuna.